Hello, fellow robots out there in internet land. I am Sobertron, and welcome to the next episode of Titancraft Season 7 here on Tangotech's Patreon server. And as always, guys, if you want to join us here in this amazing community, all the information you need is down in the description for Tangotech's Patreon page. So we're back here at the perimeter where we have been all season, but we're not going to be working here today, guys. No, I just wanted to show you what I've done in between episodes and guys, on stream. That's right, I am streaming occasionally on Twitch now and then. I've been playing a little bit of Titancraft, a little bit of some modded with cash, so I'll have a description, or link in description, words. Follow me, come hang out. Weekends, weekdays, whatever. I don't really know what my schedule is yet. Work and things get in the way. But enough of that. Let me show you what we've been working on. So, the Sugarcane Farm is now 100% complete. It is 5 layers. It is insanely fast. And yeah, I have more sugarcane than I will ever need. Actually, the system is currently off. One of the things I did on a stream over here was wire in these automatic shut-off systems. So it's reading off of this dropper right here. Once that's empty, it just kind of triggers those little pistons to fire with redstone blocks, and it stops the hopper clock, which is great. I did the same thing for our creeper farms, so they will auto shut off too once this hopper is empty, or dispenser is empty. But we got a ways to go for that to happen. You see, I did another thing where I'm now selling gunpowder by the shulker in the shopping district. So yeah, I took a lot of it, a double chest of it. The other thing I did in between episodes was I started bone mailing all of this excess cactus that we're getting right now. It's the one farm I really can't shut off. I can shut off the bamboo, I can shut off the creeper, I can shut off the sugarcane over there, but the cactus farm, it just keeps on flowing. We were burning it in the corners over here before, but I've rerouted everything into a series of hoppers into composters, and I'm using the little, auto loader setup that I've used everywhere else here, and this thing is slowly filling its way up. And then what I did up top was similar to what I did for the gunpowder and sugarcane to bulk craft rockets. We are bulk crafting bone blocks, obviously. So over here we've got a dispenser full of, or excuse me, a shulker full of bone meal. Once I take all that out, that thing auto breaks. I can then craft all of these bad boys up really fast, and then put them in over here. And then once this shulker is full, same thing happens. Auto breaks, new one comes out, and full shulkers of bone blocks end up here. But enough about that. We're pretty much done with most of the functional things in this area. There's one more farm I want to build way up there where my head is, but I'm going to wait on that. I don't want to do it quite yet. But we're going to actually go work on our base. This isn't our base. No, 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 no. We have a base that we're sharing with Caable that we never really do anything at. Well, that's changed as well. I've been working there quite hard over the last few days. It feels like forever since I've recorded on Titancraft, which is a little weird for me. But let me head over there. I'll show you what Cash and I have been up to. And yeah, I'll describe what we're going to be working on today. So this place has come a long, long way since I've been last over here. Caable has literally been working his butt off, making this place look good. And it's looking fantastic. Lots of craziness is going on. Really? Really? I can't win. I just can't win. So as I was saying before the server so rudely interrupted me, Caable has this whole area inside here, and it was supposed to be kind of a ruined village or kingdom. Something happened, don't know what, but you can see that it's all overgrown and dilapidated and falling apart. Cash and I were going to work on the outer bits where these plateaus are, and even where we're going to build some future ones. I know I've talked about this before, guys, and I swear they're coming. But Cash and I have been working on our first 2 respective plateaus. Mine is over there, and hers is over here. So we have built these up higher. We have put a double floor in all of this. That way we can put some gravity blocks down if we need to. And the idea for this area is this is kind of like where the new port's going to be. We're going to eventually build a ship out here and a dock, but a lot of the villagers that used to live in the Old Kingdom had to move to these tiny plateaus, so they're having to use some engineering know-how to use the land to the best of their ability and build literally off of it. So she's got little huts over there, and her idea over here is to build some little fishing huts right over the water, and it's a really cool idea, and we might come over here later on and help her out with some decorative bits. But first, I wanted to get going on my main structure that I wanted to focus on. Very first thing I wanted to do on top of these plateaus, and that's a new keep. So the old keep's here. You can see what Caable did. I wanted to do a new one. This is where like the nobility or the leadership, the mayor, whatever it is, we don't know yet. This is where they moved. So I wanted to do something that was, you know, within line to what Caable's done, because they had to move up here abruptly, and they wanted to kind of have some normalcy to their lives still. So they wanted to rebuild what they had down there, but they might not have had all the materials necessary to get that job done. So I've already marked out the area of the, dimensions of this place. I want to say it's 19, no, 29 by 29. 31 by 31. I don't remember. It works. Math. But I have some other prep work to do first. This place at night is a mob farm. I've already lit underneath this thing. You can see the double floor right there, and I'm probably going to lose all my blocks right now, so we'll fix that in a minute. But you can see, yeah, there was a lot to build here, and I'm going to have a hard time getting out now. Can I make it? Nope. I can't. But yeah, I want to light up that, because mob farms are bad when you don't want them. There we go. And then I want to start at least laying in the groundwork for this place. At least get the dimensions right, because that's, it's like a measure twice, cut once kind of thing. I'd rather build the very bottom level, and then maybe take it in sections from there. I don't know. We'll see. I've got something in mind that's gonna look good. I think it's gonna look good anyway. Well, you guys be the judge. I don't know. But I'm gonna do some prep work, and I will see you guys in a bit. So I did a little bit more building than I was actually going to. I just really wanted to get the ground level done. Good landing, Sober. Good landing. I wanted to just get the ground level done, just to get the shape right, make sure everything lined up right. And then I wanted to see a little bit more of it. So we're going to start up here. Basically, this is kind of like a circular room that has other little circles. You got to use your imagination there, guys, though, because these things in the corners are going to be little towers. I'm going to have 4 of them. These 2 up front, that's the front, by the way. These 2 up front are going to be smaller or shorter than these ones in the back, which will be taller. Yes, words. And actually, I have this front here as the same as the sides, but that's going to go away. That's where the entrance is going to be. I really, really just did it so that I got the alignment and the spacing all correct. I tend to do that. It needs to be done sometimes. As you can see, I'm using mostly stone bricks on this. I wanted grays and then accented black, so then we have the deep slate tiles. I am going to go back through and throw in other blocks, so just to break it up a little bit, but building stuff like this, I tend to find it easier just to use, not to have a full inventory full of blocks. Just use these as the base block and then come back through later on and repeat. So I'm going to throw in some cracked stone bricks, maybe some regular stone and polished andesite. But then specifically on the back here, where it's closest to the ocean, I want to throw in some mossy stone brick. I figure it's more moist at this end, more water's getting up here, so it would make it more ideal for plant life to grow in the cracks of the stone bricks. I don't know, that's just how my brain works. We'll see how it works. We'll see what turns out okay. Probably gonna throw in some stair variants too, and yeah, I think it'll look good. I think it's gonna look really awesome. I don't need this anymore, though. I can get rid of that right now because spacing is no longer required. I should have probably torn down that scaffolding while I was up there, but I'll just fly up again. You saw that pro landing I did a few seconds ago, so I can probably do it again. We'll see. I think what I want to do right now, though, is I want to finish what I'm going to call part 1 of this structure. It's essentially, I don't want to say layers or levels, but parts makes more sense in my brain. So part 1's going to go up, and then part 2 will be a little bit smaller going up, and then part 3 will just kind of be more of a decorative bit. So I want to get part 1 done, or at least semi-done, before I go back through and decorate all the things. Now that that's all the way, though, you can actually see how much space we're going to have in here. It's actually a fairly decent amount. This big circular room, and then I want to have little, like, alcoves, little nooks that I'm going to put in there. Maybe one thing I'm really thinking about is, like, a little tiny micro library I think would look really cool. Not sure what else, though. I know I'm probably going to have some stairs going up somehow to the upper level of part 1. Yeah, sure. And make little bedrooms, and I don't know. We'll see what happens. I definitely want to heavily decorate the interior. That's my goal this season, guys, if you didn't know, is interior decorations, of which I've done precisely 0. So we need to change that. We need to get this place done and looking good. I don't think I'm going to decorate inside today, though. I think I might want to save that kind of stuff for streaming in the future. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Whatever mood kind of strikes me. changes like every 5 seconds, so we'll see what happens. But hopefully when I come back, this place will look a lot taller and a lot more grand. So I will see you guys in a few moments. I figured I would give you guys a different angle on this thing from the water, and I think it's looking pretty cool, and that's, not even close to being done yet. It's going to go much taller in the sky. It didn't take me all that long to actually do all this. Honestly, it took me a minute to get the azalea bushes I needed because I didn't have any. I needed to grow a couple of trees. But things are looking really good. I'm liking the way this is feeling right now. Um, I would say this is the end of part one, phase one of this build. It's mostly the lower walls and the towers. I haven't even done the entrance yet, because I think it would be easier actually with the next bit that I need to build, incorporating the entrance into that. For some reason, my brain just makes makes sense. I don't know. I have no other way of saying it. But we can officially get rid of all this now. I actually probably could have got rid of it a while ago. Is that? Yeah, I gotta get rid of these two. Yeah. That's just the way it works. But you can get a little bit better idea of the scale on the inside here now. It looked a lot bigger before the walls went in, but there's still a decent amount of space in here, and I'm fine with that. And I can actually make it appear to have more space too by replacing some blocks. Like, I can probably get away with replacing some of these, especially these lower bits here. If I just push those back one, boom, boom, boom. No, there. There we go, right there. I can do a little book nook right there. Bam, easy. That's usually one thing that I have trouble with trying to figure out is how to ensure that I have like a double wall, if that makes sense. That way I'm not sharing walls between one side of a room and the other side of the room. I think I've talked about this before in previous videos. Maybe not this season, but in past seasons I definitely did. But yeah, just doing something like that, I can get a little bit more space out of this thing. And then another thing I thought about doing, do I have stairs? I do. Just to make it appear to be a little bit bigger is doing something like that. There's stairs on the other side of those, so I can... See, it just even looking there to there, it looks like you have more space now. So little things like that are going to help us in our decorations in the future here. But we're nowhere near ready to do that. Not at all. I'm going to continue on to phase 2 now. I need, like I said, the entrance, and then we're going to officially finish up, like, connecting up these towers, because right now there's just an air gap there. So, yeah, when I get back, hopefully phase 2 will be done, and then we just have to worry about the decorative phase 3. So while I was building part 2 of this structure, I had a little visitor come by, and these guys seem to have lost their master because an axe might have hit his face. I wanted some llamas. I actually figured llamas would be actually pretty cool around here to traverse all these plateaus, and that just saved me trying to wrangle them up. But enough about that. This place is looking pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it's looking pretty good. Part 2 is now done. We've kind of got this kind of circular structure a little bit more apparent now. You can actually see it a bit more now on this inside bit. But flat walls are upsetting me a little bit. We're probably not going to get to the interior in today's episode. I still have a lot to build up here. It's honestly about 50%. It's going to be about 50% bigger than it currently is. It's going to go up there. It's going to go a ways up. I really just need to finish the roof of this area, and then there's this kind of central spire. If you want to know what it's really going to look like, just look at that. Look at that down there, because it's literally the exact same build. It's so crazy to think. Yes, I'm stealing Caable's build. I wanted to do this from the beginning, and I never told him that I was going to do this. I wanted to copy his build, but modify the palette a little bit. And actually, I'm modifying the block placement a little bit, too. On his build, he's got 4 towers that are of varying heights. Mine just have the same height in the front and then the same height in the back. But it's so crazy to think that this structure here is that structure down there. That looks nothing like what I've built now because he's just ruined it and destroyed it so much. It's honestly really crazy to think about that these two buildings are the same. Same-ish. But enough about that. I'm gonna keep on building. I'm in a groove. I'm having fun. It's been a while since I built anything over here, even if it's not mine. It's kind of mine. I would say it's about 3% mine, and the rest is Caable's just amazing ability to design things, except different. Same but different. Let's go with that. Same but different. Yeah. So I just need to keep on doing my thing. I'm going through crazy amounts of deep slate, getting this thing done. But it's worth it. Honestly, it's gonna look so amazing from all angles by the time we're done. So once again, I'm gonna shut up and just keep on building, and I'll see you guys hopefully final product stretching into the sky. I think it's really cool how Caable's original design got turned into this, but then I was able to rebuild it into its former magnificence. That's actually a great way of saying it, I think. Like, it's kind of sad that Caable spent so much time designing this thing only to have it, like, covered up with leaves and vines and things. It looks great. I don't want to, discount that at all. Caable is an amazing builder, but seeing his original build come to life again is just really fantastic. Original-ish, because I did change some things. I definitely changed colors of things. Did not stick with his original block palette, but I think the idea we had for this place, how the villagers from this area had to flee up into the hills, and they wanted something to remember their old place by, and I think it turned out really, really well. Like I said though, interior, yeah, it's nowhere near done. There's a ton of just hanging lights and things that I needed for up top. We gotta decorate this interior. I don't know how I want to do it because I have started streaming like I talked about earlier. I don't know if I want to do that on stream. I think a lot of that kind of bulk decorative things I'm gonna do off camera, and then maybe do some decorative interior things inside as well on stream. Caable did have an idea to just make this interior the villager trading hall itself. I like that idea. I was planning on putting it underneath because there's so much space, but I think it would be really cool to have like a multi-level villager trading hall in here as well. I haven't decided yet. Let me know what you guys think because I don't know. I think it would look really cool to have all of our villagers inside here in a nice compact space, multi-level tier thing. I think it could look awesome, but we'll see what the future holds for us. I think I'm done here, though, guys. I'm done for the day. I think this place turned out fantastic. At least the outside did. And I hope you guys think so, too. Because, like, look at that. Look at that magnificent shot. It's so grand. I love it. I love everything about this build. But that's it. Hi, llamas. But yeah, hope you guys liked today's episode. I enjoyed, like, recording again. It's been a hot minute for me recording on Titancraft. So, but until next time, you guys have a good one.